And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Production Line. Well, the other missions have unlocked. The developer got back to me and said, the other missions unlock as soon as you load up the one and start producing cars. So yeah, these missions have unlocked, and he did say that there is a way to turn AI off. And sure enough, this way in here, you go from sandbox over to free play. And it removes the competition, but it also removes all of the financials of the game. And I don't want to remove those. Like, we need another checkbox here that just is disabling AI. Because the AI is researching things without needing to research, the requisites, the requirements of what is based off of those researches. And it's slowly going to price me out of the game. Eventually, everything is going to be so researched that we're not going to be able to innovate at all, and that is unfortunate. But I would like to keep the financial aspect of it. So the only way to do that is to deal with the AIs right now. I just hope that the developer actually fixes that, or at least gives that an option. Because right now, the AIs seem to research stuff extremely fast compared to what I can do. So we're gonna start a new factory. I know we didn't get very far in the old one, and we are going to use the same. We're going to use the same thing here. This is going to be Flexiborghini. How about that? How about that for a name? All right. So here is the factory. This is the bigger footprint. I wanted to restart as soon as I could. And the main reason for that is I don't want to have to restart. If we're 20 episodes in, I don't want to have to restart then. I wanted to restart, as soon as possible, just to get it done. Okay, so we have lots of areas that we can expand into, and let's go ahead. We start with a little bit more money this time around. So let's do resource importer here and here. All right. Chief Operating Officer. Oh, budget's handy. You don't say. You don't say. Chassis assemble. We're going to go right in here with this. Because remember, this thing can go really, really fast. No route for resources. I'm aware. I am aware of that. We want to give these guys a little bit of space this time around. I did a little bit too close last time. So fit body, we're going to go, remember we can have at least 2 of these. So we're going to go 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Paint, we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Giving ourselves a little bit of space in here. Engine, we're going to have 2 of these. Let's give ourselves some space. And then accessories. Another big group of, because when we separate these out, I want to be able to just merge them in here. So accessories. That should be fine for that, because this is like a 14-minute, 22-minute, 34-minute, 32-minute, 13-minute. So one 13-minute task. It's a little faster than this, so we're gonna want some of that. So this was fit accessories. Now we want fit electronics. I think this one was pretty fast. If I remember right, yeah, 2 minutes for that. We're fine. And then, where's the first? Our export is over here. Or we could go over here with it. We're going to do quality check. Quality check down here. Give ourselves a lot of space. This is like 5 minutes. We should have no problem pushing stuff out there. And then export, we need this one to actually be snuggled right up against. Otherwise it just doesn't work. So that one is export. That is a 3 minute and 36 seconds. Right now we're doing fine on that. So if we look at our conveyor systems, we're going to have this conveyor come out. Do that. No. Now for these, because these are sort of directional, I want to go out and loop these around like this. That way they sort of share. They share the same line. Let's start the process. Oh, resource conveyor. That's what I wanted. And then in here, something like that. There's a lot of items that we're gonna pull in right there. So, and then we have another importer down here. I keep clicking random things. So it happens when the navigation in a game is the same as a click. Okay, so we're gonna have these come down, come over. You're gonna go into there. You're gonna go into there. These guys again, even though it's basically looks like it's a 1-to-1, I want to leave room for, you know, expansion in there. All of these obviously are going to go into one, and we can reroute these if we need to. Okay, so no, Jesus. All right, navigation in this game is a little bit wonky. Middle mouse button doesn't do anything. You have to single click. WSAD, you can navigate with that, but it's slow. Very, very slow. Okay, so these guys are starting to work. Paint shouldn't be too much of a draw. Okay, let's go look at sedans. We don't have any cars to hit right now, so let's get the rest of these. Done. We need to start producing cars and selling cars very soon, because we are burning through that 3 million. It's always good to have your engine on a relatively isolated one, because wow, do those things use a lot of resources. Let's see where this car is going to go. Hey, look at that. It's going to distribute itself. I like it. All right, we do want to start researching. as soon as possible. I think our whole line is now routed out, so it should be fine. Now we have a third car coming in. Let's see if this car... Yeah, see? It's distributing it now. Nice. And now we have... This car should go into this one, since it's available. Yes! I like it. There's so much. So many steps, especially this one. Look at all the steps in this one. Fit exhaust. I'm glad it's smart enough now to be able to do what it does. Fit wheels, fit tires. It's one thing I never understood, why you would fit the wheels and then the tires. You'd think that the tires and the wheels, he still hasn't done that, where the tires and the wheels are basically built by themselves. All right, this next car is going through. First car is running down the line. We're going to have seats. Whoa. Yeah, we're working on the budget sedans. Pretty soon we're gonna have a bunch of them coming through here, ready to go. Ooh, wow, 2 cars at once finish. I might need a third one of these. What are the timings on this? 22 minutes. I didn't want to click the... 34 minutes. This one's got to be almost done, yeah. I wonder why it didn't detect that. I mean, it was smart enough to distribute them. It should have been smart enough to look ahead and be like, oh, this one's got only a couple minutes left. So it looks like there, it's done with Q&A. And now it's on its way out, I believe. All right, we want to start getting some research done. Research. We want to first research power production. And then let's start researching. Let's add chassis, body, paint, engine, accessories, more robots, improved efficiency. That's about it for now. That's a good start. All right, first car. First car is finally going down the line. Paperwork. And then shipping. And there it goes. And then we need to set the sale price. 24,000. Gross profit. I know that's wrong. That's got to be wrong. There's no way. Given the current production rate. Okay, yeah, that's why that's inflated. This should, like, components, 8,000, overhead, rent, wages, yeah, production, sales staff, capital, costs are spread over 100. Yeah, it's taking into account a lot of different variables that are sort of abstract. like the power cost and the amount of capital it took to build all of this stuff. Like we produced one car after buying, 1.5 million or $2 million worth of equipment. And it's like, yeah, that's going to be pricey, but now we have more cars rolling off the line. That should help tremendously with the process. And as we get all of these other systems working, we should go a long ways to speed that up. Now that I know sort of how the AI works, we have a lot of space in here. We can redo some stuff. Eventually, we'll be able to get everything spread out and get a whole lot of cars through here. Let's see how this functions. Okay, good. I like that. 2 cars at once? Yes, please. There we go. Okay, so how are we doing? Yeah, see, the overhead cost starts dropping. As we start pumping cars out, the overhead cost is dropping. So rather than being like 40,000, it's like 22,000 now. And it will keep dropping as we push more cars out the door. Because we're not spending any extra capital. Yeah, we're buying components, and that's part of the cost. That's definitely part of the component cost here. But if you take the component cost alone, we're making basically, what is that, about 16 grand? If you just the component difference. Now we gotta think about like power and stuff like that, but just components alone. Right now, that's the only thing we're buying besides power to keep this thing going. And so we're going to easily make money if we just leave this run just like this. Except we will eventually fall behind our competitors in what options that they offer. This guy just doesn't leave me alone. He just doesn't leave me alone. So we have 3 cars in our showroom right now. Why are these not selling? Oh, there's one that sold. Maybe I need a marketing team or something? I'm pretty sure, yeah, marketing department, you actually have to research, like, let's research how to sell things. Like, to me, that doesn't need to be researched, but, it is what it is. So advanced manufacturing. Make steel sheets, make servos, make sensors. Factory decoration. Really? Okay. How close is our research going to get? Research should be done soon, which will allow us to build some power of our own. Where do I want to build that? Whoa, that was very sudden. Let's see. You can kind of see where cars are. This is nice because we're using all 3 of these. And 3 of those. Yeah, I think we've got a nice little system going on here. So power centers are not cheap, not by a long shot. And I wanted to sort of jump into it and like, how much power are we using? We're using almost 22,000 power. Let's just call those watts. So, or kilowatts maybe. Maybe 20 megawatts. I wouldn't doubt if a factory that is doing this is using 20 megawatts. This is not satisfactory style power. Not even close. So power plant, something like that, will allow us to make our own power, and power purchase right here. I'm trying to cut this down because this is a primary. 16 grand an hour. That's a lot of power. So let's gonna go over here. Give these researchers something to listen to. So upfront cost, not cheap. 30 grand a piece. Not cheap, but the more power we produce ourselves, the better we are overall. Wages. So yeah, capital investment, huge amount. So more robots. We could upgrade all of them right now. Let's do that. I think we want to do that. Upgrade all. So component purchase. Now where's power? Power purchase is right here. So all of this capital investment, this is all of that stuff that I just bought. So you can see this is going down. It's on a downward trend now. So if we look at overview, I have no idea how to read this at all. This is, I'm pretty sure this is balance. I think this is balance. This is income and expenses. Or no. I have no idea what this bottom line is. Profit, maybe? Income is coming up here. Expenses, very bouncy. Operating profit is actually this line right here. So we're actually a little bit profitable right now, believe it or not. Let me guess, you want more budget sedans. Hey, look at that. I'm trying to research my heart out over here. Producing all my own power. I'd like to get, as far as research, I want to get all these specializations done. I want to get all of my manufacturing, my assembly lines. I want to get them all split out and individualized as best that I can, and then work on other research. Because, if we want to add in any accessories, if we start researching accessories, we absolutely have to have the specializations. Okay? It's the only way to do it. So the improved efficiency, that's coming. We already have, the little symbol here is the efficiency. I don't need to do advanced production. So faster drying, input priorities. Okay, improved efficiency. I want to put import priorities. That is definitely one to get. Faster conveyors and stuff. Those may come in later on when we're really got a huge factory going. Like faster overhead conveyors, all that stuff. Let's see, reorders. That'll help with big factories too. Power plant efficiency. But I would like, we have these specializations here. So we're going to want we have the main body one. Fit lights, horn, seat, windscreen, dashboard. Well, dashboard is actually cabin and controls. So where that's branching them off even more. And I want to make sure that when I retool my entire factory, this thing actually allows me to build all of the different steps. Not manufacturing the things, just being able to place them. So placing the axles, placing the rear axle, placing the front axle, placing the drive shaft. All of those can be separated out. And I want to be able to do that. So, again, manufacturing, that can come later. It's the specializations that I want. So body frame, doors, roof, trunk. No, not trunk. Not trunk. Take that off. Roof manufacturer. No, I thought that was specialization. Okay. So all these manufacturer ones. So those are all manufacturer. Body frame. So bumper. Well, those are some expensive ones. Let's do the next tier first. Those are manufacturer, steering, wheels. Tires are one of those. Tires and wheels are some of those ones that you can actually save a lot of money on. But I need dashboard, electronics. Just making sure all of the specializations are queued up. I just want to make sure. Let's see. Radiator, engine control. High pressure. Polished paintwork. Unlock slot. I think I want that. Because that's a slot. That's something that we can put into the assembly line itself. That's a new one. I'm not aware of what that does. Polished paintwork. Sunroom. These are all manufacturers. I'm just going back through. See, here's some more specializations. Bumper, arches, rear arch, front arch, fit bumper. I think that takes care of all of the specializations. Okay, let's continue the research. All these cars need to... Ooh, wow, we're actually using the fourth paint area here. Because once all of those researchers are done, every one of those researchers has to get done before I want to retool this whole thing. At least starting that, right? It would be nice. I might even have to research hourly cost 21,000. Because you can use these offshoots. Whoa. So chassis specialization. We just finished this one, but we need this one before we can refit the chassis, the start of the line. Because right now, if we go to slots, chassis, fit axles, you can see fit, these are what I'm missing. Yeah, I can put this down, but these are what I need. Fit undercarriage, that's something that we can do already. But the axles, these two are what's needed. Otherwise, you have to retool it again. It's a whole nother set of stuff that you have to do in order to make that work. But that's going to have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.